Alright, what's going on guys? It's your boy Zilchi and welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. I'm sorry for not uploading in the past few days. I've been a little bit busy, but we're back to regular schedule today. We're going to try not to miss any upload from here on out. For this entire year, we're going to try to go every single day. If not every single day, every other day, right? We're not going to go 3 days without uploading again and stuff like that. We're trying to grow, we're trying to get bigger, right? Appreciate you guys for 10,000 subscribers. The giveaway will be coming. All right, so comment on the videos and I will be choosing someone to win the giveaway, the gift card that I'll be doing to hopefully help you guys enhance your account as well, right? So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. We're gonna hop right into this video. So we're gonna talk about Sung JINWOO. We're gonna talk about his build. We're gonna talk about how you want to be building him, the new meta for this game right now, for the upcoming hard mode Workshop of Brilliant Light, and what we're gonna be needing to in order to beat Deimos, right? So let's get right into this. So as you can see, my Sung JINWOO is at 360k total power, basically 45,000 attack, right? We have a bunch of things, A10 and stuff like that, right? But we're not even going to take a look at the weapons, right? The weapons are important, but we're not going to take a look at that, right? What we're going to be talking about is just the stat points and obviously his overall stats, and we're going to take a look at my artifacts and how you want to be building your Sung JINWOO, so that way it helps you in the future for the hard mode that is coming out for Workshop of Brilliant Light, which right now currently Workshop of Brilliant Light is technically the only piece of challenging content we have in the game, which I do hope they end up releasing more, because once you beat Workshop, you have to wait a week in order to be able to tackle it on again. I'm going to be honest with you, that is not fun, right? At least let us continuously try to fight Deimos, right? Like you, or whatever his name is. Let us try to fight him, but you don't give us any rewards, right? Just leave it open so we can just practice. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's take a look. So as you can see, these are my stats right now. I think these are the most important stats that you want to be working for as JINWOO, right? So precision is a very big one, right? Crit hit rate over crit. Crit hit damage at least 190% if you can get there. You know, I'll say 185 to 200% is very good for Sung JINWOO's crit hit damage. The next best thing would be defense penetration, right? We're moving in a meta where defense pen is now the most important stat for all your hunters, for JINWOO himself as well, right? Because if you're able to get past that defense, you're gonna be doing a lot more damage, as opposed to not being able to get past the defense, and obviously you're not going to be doing as much damage as you can, right? So I think you want to get this as high as possible. Mine is pretty low. I'm going to try to get this at least 25 to 30% if I can, right? But right now it's just not looking good. The same thing with my damage increase, another very important stat, right? So these two stats right here are probably his most important stat, right? For me, these are very low. This is just because the artifacts I have just work in this way, right? That this is what I can do. This is the best that I can build my JINWOO right now. I'd be sacrificing a lot of other stuff to get these two up, but I don't think that's worth it. This is not good, but it's not bad, right? So if you guys can get your damage increase between 20 to 30% and your defense penetration to 20 to 30%, that is an absolutely perfect build, right, for your JINWOO. For me right now, where I make up for that is in the crit hit, the crit hit rate, which is over crit, and the precision and the attack and the crit damage, right? So that's where I make up for the lack of that. And my defense pen is still 20%. It's about 20%, right? So that's not bad at all. I'm still able to clear a lot of the content in the game that has higher defense than necessary, or a higher level than me, so we can get past that defense penetration. But obviously you have an easier time when you have higher defense penetration. So that is the stats that you want to be focusing on. So let's go again. So we got attack, which is pretty important as well, right? Precision, crit hit rate, crit hit damage, defense pen, and damage increase. Most important stats for Sung JINWOO right there. As you can see right here, I put some points into strength and some into precision, just so we could get our precision as close to 90% as possible, right? I have a lot of tier 5 precision gems on my JINWOO, so that way he's able to get up a little bit higher. If I took those off, we're going to be down to like 85%, right? Because I didn't want to put too many points here, because we'd be lacking on the strength department, right? So I kept that as it is. So that's pretty much the build for Sung Jinwoo in terms of his stat points. Right now we're going to be talking about his artifacts, and then we're going to take a look at his cores as well in a second. A lot of you guys have been asking me what stats do I have on my artifacts, so we're going to take a look right here. So my helmet piece, yeah, I have attack percent with an additional attack +4, and we have crit hit rate, right? So the only reason, the absolute only reason I do have this piece on is because of the +4 attack right here, right? If I had an additional attack, I would rather that, because I can get an attack percent +4, and that would be like 30 something %, and then I would give it the enhancement, and then my JINWOO would probably be at like 46k attack right now, right? I think flat attack and then attack percent substat is a lot better for JINWOO than the attack percent main stat and then an additional attack substat, because it doesn't look like the additional attack substat is giving him as much as an attack percent would be giving him. Because remember, Sung Jinwoo is scaling off of 2 weapons here. That's why the attack percent is so good for him, right? Not just the additional attack. So that's the piece of stats I have on the headpiece. The back piece, as you can see, I have attack percent +3 right here. This would be perfect if I had defense pen and crit hit rate right here, but I do not, and this is the best back piece I have that I could give Sung Jinwoo. So what you're looking for, if you can, is crit hit rate, attack percent, or additional attack, and then defense penetration. If you have that, then you're absolutely golden. Arm piece, we have damage increase +2 right there, crit hit rate right here, and attack percent +2. This is pretty good, right? Honestly, I'd even take a +3 damage increase over the attack percent, just because we need a higher damage increase, right? For the boots, we have crit hit damage with attack percent +3, additional attack right here, and additional HP. I was hoping we could get a +1 on the additional attack. We did not, but that's okay. Very good crit hit damage boot right there. For the right side, we're using the expert set, right? So best sets for him are curse set and then the expert set. For the necklace, we have additional attack as our main stat and attack percent as well. You want to hunt for crit hit damage if you can, and damage increase if you can get it, right? That's the perfect stats, or the perfect rolls for this section right here, right? Then for the bracelet, we gave him dark damage because a lot of his weapons are dark, but we use a lot of his skills are dark. The strongest skill that we do have for him is dark, so you want to be able to maximize that as much as possible, right? So we gave him dark damage. It doesn't really matter, right? If you're using these fire weapons like I have been using, you want to give him a fire bracelet so that way you're able to utilize the fire damage that you can get with these weapons, right? So again, the stats you want to be using and hunting for is additional attack, attack percent, and crit hit damage. If you can get damage increase or defense penetration, go for it. Be sure to level those up as much as possible, right? This one is very good. We have additional attack, defense pen, attack percent. Very nice. Imagine we got an additional attack as well. That would be amazing. This would actually be perfect. I'm not gonna lie, that would be perfect. And the same thing for the earrings. You have attack percent and additional attack with defense pen right here. So very, very good stats in terms of the stats that we have to get our defense pen and damage increase and stuff like that, right? My damage increase is pretty low, I should say, actually, but I could get that up if I wanted to with the cores. Now we're going to be taking a look at the cores, right? I think I'm going to stop limit breaking Sung Jinwoo's cores, right? So these cores I gave him, they aren't his cores, right? They aren't his cores. Like I could give him his up here with additional attack. Let's take a look real quick. Like I could have given him this one, right? But I want him to have good defense penetration, so I gave him this wind one to give him good defense penetration for when hard mode comes out, because I know I'm probably gonna be struggling, but I will be able to clear it. So when that comes out, we're gonna be able to clear that with no worries, right? So I prioritize defense penetration instead of damage increase, and you should see we should see ourselves do a lot more damage, right? So we limit broke this to level 15, we maxed it out, got him as much attack as possible, right? This one, I don't know if I'm gonna limit break these. I might, just so we can get like over crit and stuff like that, like over crit, right? Because this will go all the way up. as much as we could get to like 10,000 from this. I'm gonna be honest with you, probably like 10,000, maybe not, maybe like 9,000, close to 10,000, right? But I think what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be focusing on the hunters. We're going to limit break them because I feel like the hunters are going to have a lot more struggles clearing hard mode demos as opposed to the Sung Jinwoo team, right? Because my TP is going to be over 1.5 million soon, so I shouldn't be struggling too much to clear that, right? But if you guys are struggling, I do suggest you work on your Sung Jinwoo, right? So if you need to limit break your units or your cores, limit break the ones on Sung Jinwoo, right? Because you're going to be using him to clear hard mode. But also, limit break your hunters on the team that you're going to be using the most. So if you're using a light team, go ahead and limit break the cores for your light team. Probably Thomas Andre, right? To get him as high TP as possible. If you're using the fire team, obviously you can either wait for Kanai or you could use Yusu Hyun and just cook with her defense penetration, right? So these are the cores I have on Sung Jinwoo. Additional attack defense pen, very important stat right there, defense pen. We have crit hit rate, allowing me to get over crit hit rate right there, and we have crit hit damage, which allows me to get as close to 200% as possible. All right, so there you have it, guys. That is the build for Sung Jinwoo. Let me know if you guys agree with this build. We could talk about the intelligence build as well, right? I have where is it? This thing right here. I'm trying to get it to legendary, but this build, for when you put your points into intelligence, you get attack for every point in intelligence that you have. I think it's up to 300 that you would want to put here. You're probably going to be stronger than the strength and perception build, right? But this time you're adding intelligence with strength and perception, so this is giving you a lot more in terms of your attack and how much damage you can do, and you're also able to reset your abilities and stuff like that a lot quicker than you would normally, right? So we could talk about that build. That is another very good build for Sung Jinwoo. I just can't build that right now, so I can't even give my my 2 cents on it because I haven't tested it myself. I've seen what other people said, but I like to do things where I test it myself and then I come out with a video for you guys and then talk to you guys about what I think is good, right? So yeah, there you have it, guys. That is the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.